Hi, I'm wondering if anyone can hear me. I may have the mute on. Feel free to respond on online if you can. Looks like we're still waiting for a few people to join us. Hi, I'm hoping everyone can hear me. Sorry, some technical difficulties a bit earlier. So I did want to get started with this. Thanks for waiting. Looking here at all the attendees, see who's logged on. So good to see. I recognize a few of you out there. So I'm not sure if any of you have had a chance to look at our website or to look at the Genetec Partner Portal at all. It is a really good tool to use. It will get you quotes and prices and a lot of other information a lot quicker. It's handy for you. You can have it on hand wherever wherever you are, wherever you need to be, and have the information rather than trying to get someone on the phone or sending an email. So it's a really good tool. Really good to know this part of our website. So I'm going to begin the process here and I will log in just up here, and we're going to log into the Genetec portal. If you don't already have access to this, of course, you need a valid email address and a password. If you don't already have that, you can request access to it by clicking on any of these links here right on the start page, depending on who you are. If you are one of our Genetec customers, if you're a channel partner, if you're a consultant, click there, complete the online form, and you'll get a reply back with the answer to your inquiry to have access to it. So I'm going to log on. Obviously, I've logged on here enough times that it knows my email address. Just going to click in here, and we'll take you to the front page. And here are the different sections of the portal where you can go to. The technical assistance tab is right here. So if you are logging a ticket for technical support, if you wanted to see the status, you would log it in here as well. If you need to download any updates to the products, this is where you would do it in this particular section. TechDoc Hub is where you'd find a lot of information on our products, the latest data sheets, the specifications, the system requirements. My favorite is videos because I'm one of these people who need to be shown how to do something, not just, read a brochure on it. Just want to have a quick look at this here because there is some good information in here for you. And especially the video section. This is here what I wanted to show you. Phil Coppola, he is the regional sales manager for New Jersey. He does some great podcasts, and not just about the products, but also how to present them to your customers. So if you've got, some new staff joining your team and you want to introduce them to the Genetec products and how to present them, how to sell them, and how to position them to your customers, he's a great guy to listen to. He does some great podcasts, and as well, there's some other videos within the system here, within that section that you can look at. What we're going to be looking at mostly in this presentation is this section here called Channel Partners. And we're going to go over how to put together a quote, how to find the part numbers that you need, how to put together a quote, also how to submit a purchase order online if you'd like to do that, and how to get more information. If you are anywhere on this particular site and you need to get to another section, you go up here to these three dashes. We often call that the hamburger, but if you click there, it will bring up the three main sections for you. And then in these sections, you can just click and go to the different areas here. But that's, one way you can always return to the home screen right here. So let's go into the section for channel partners. And you've got all the latest information here for channel partners, including how to, we've got the up-to-date price list here, which was just revised a short time ago. Information now that you can add a Stream Vault, because we've got a number of Stream Vault items now available on this portal, which you can quote. You can sign up for a free clearance account if you want. So all the information is up there. All the news bulletins are here. The sales tools, all kinds of information. Up here is my price list. A lot of the inquiries that we get online and by phone are just for copies of your prices. So this is a very quick way for you to get it. It's just click up here, and you have your choice. You can get it in PDF or Excel or comma delimited format here. PDF is, of course, as you know, the neatest, but there is a benefit to downloading it in Excel, which I'm going to do here, and hopefully it'll do it nice and quickly for me, and I will show you what it does. This is actually, what happens is that the price list appears in different sections and you have different tabs. So, and it's not downloading it. Which is too bad because it did for me earlier, but I was going to show you. You can search the price list. I wonder if I've got a copy here because it is important and I do want to show it to you. Let me just see if in all of my downloads here, I do have a copy of it. And I will show it to you. Hopefully I can bring it to the screen. All right. Can you see the my Excel spreadsheet? I brought it onto the screen. Somebody's got to tell me. I think it's everybody is muted on the presentation. Tanvi is actually doing this with me here, and she's monitoring it. Can everyone see the screen that I brought up here, or see the Excel spreadsheet? Hopefully you can. Oh, looks like the other one just downloaded as well. All right. So if, say, you needed to find a part number for, say, Stratocast, it's very simple here. You can just highlight it and you can look for the part number as well that you use, as well as the prices. You can also find the part number. Now, for me, it's defaulting to a Canadian dollar price list. So if you see these prices here, and if they look a little bit wonky, especially if you're calling in from the US, don't worry about it. It's not your price. It's not US dollars. For you, if you are in the US, when you log in, you will see a US dollar price list for you. And when you do a search as well, for those of you, if you're not too familiar with Excel, if you're looking for a particular part number, what I always do your Control F and then go to Options and search the entire workbook. And then if you are looking for something, there's one of our most popular ones here, it will take you right to it. Okay, so that's a really good tool to use. Okay. So let's go in and start out creating a quote. All kinds of quotes and options here that that you can do. We can go create a quote for a new system, but I want to start at something really simple. Okay, because we do get a lot of requests for quotes that are very simple add-ons to existing systems, such as, we've got an existing system. All I need is, a couple more camera connections or maybe a piece of hardware. And I'm going to show you how to do that quite simply, just so you don't have to wait. If you were logging in, this list here to the left, they would be all of your systems that you are working with and that we have you as the integrator of record on. We've got a lot of stuff in here now, and I'm actually looking for one that I know I can play around with, that it has enough of the base products here that I want so that I can create an add-on quote for it. So let's see, this looks like a good one. Let's start with this one here. So scroll down, and this will give you a snapshot of what is already in this system, which is always good if you're creating an add-on code. It's good to know what they already have, and it gives you something to work with. Okay, so we're going to start a quote for it. Let me click here. All right, so come to the modify quote or just create the quote page. And again, let's just start really simply. We know that they've got Omnicast. So let's say that all they want to do is just add a couple of camera connections. We'll go up here, we're going to select Omnicast, which is where the camera connections are. Okay. Do the drop down arrow here and it will bring the part numbers that are associated with Omnicast. So we can just add that one here. And again, don't worry about it. That's a Canadian dollar price. It's not in US dollars. And we add as many as you need. Okay. If they wanted to add access control, say some hardware, again, very easy. Select that from the drop-down list. And it will bring it up. And the hardware. Come on. Well, let's see if I can do it manually anyway. There. It is flashing. I don't know why. It seems to be really slowly today. But come on. There we go. So scroll down here. You'll see most of the hardware, and of course the quick way to do it, if say you know that they want an LP1501, which is very common, enter it there and then enter the quantity that they need. Okay. It will put it on there for you. If you need other items such as the security desk client connections, there's actually a little item here. Or you can go up to the Security Center platform, which, a lot of the items that are added onto a system which are not in the Synergis or Omnicast, just the basic Security Center parts. You can often find them under Security Center. There's a lot of them there. The Plan Manager parts, threat levels, the Active Directory, that's all in there as well. So you can add that on. Okay. So let's just say this is what you need, and now you want to continue with it. And you'll see this request review as well. This actually appears on every page, and I will tackle it later and tell you what that is and why it's useful to you. So again, this gives you the products here that you've selected, and it automatically calculates Advantage for you based on the existing Advantage within the system. This particular system ID does have existing Advantage, expires at the end of September, and this system, you don't have to worry about calculating it. The portal calculates it automatically for you and just adds it on. Okay, so let's go to the quote summary. And we'll take you there. Okay. All right. So that is the quote for you. If you're good with it, you can check it out. If you wanted to save this quote, maybe come back to it later, you can do it. You can save it as a PDF. You can email it if you want. Now be careful, don't be tempted to use this button and email it directly to your customer, because this quote shows your reseller discounts. So unless you want them to see that, don't be tempted to email it to your customers, okay? This button here, request review, you will see this all. I apologize for the outside noise. That's one of the issues about working from home these days. If there's a motorcycle outdoors, unfortunately, I can't help it. Click here for request review. And what will happen is the quote in its current state will be sent over to your channel sales rep for a review. And you can write, whatever you need here. You can say, well, I'm looking for this particular part. I couldn't find it, or I got so far in the quote, I can't figure it out anymore. Can you please help? Or alternatively, you can say, this is the big project that I'm working on, and the regional sales manager promised an additional discount. Whatever it is that you need to tell us about, you can add it here and it will go to your channel sales rep. And you'll see this button, the request review, throughout the portal, so you can always use it. Okay, let's proceed to the checkout here. Okay, and yes, we agree. So let's move over. All right. This comes up automatically because it's the accounts payable for Genetec, so don't worry about that. It'll come up for me, but not for you. So if you wanted to, say hang on a second. If you have buyer's rights to this, you can actually attach a purchase order to this. You can upload it and you can proceed and make your purchase. It will go directly to our customer service team. This gives you, again, a summary of it. This will have the default addresses for your location, obviously not ours. Add your accounts payable email address for your particular company, and you can proceed and make your purchase. So it's very simple. Okay. And again, even if you don't get this far, if you do get as far as the quote, you can send it to us for review, even if it is just to make sure that it's correct, and we'll be happy to do that for you. Okay, let's just go back to the project. Let's just say yes. So let's just go, and again, I want to go to the start again. I want to show you creating another quote, and this time for a brand new system. A little bit more to it, but not a lot. And if you have an idea about how our systems are put together and about our products, it's quite easy to do. And even if you wanted to give it a start, again, don't worry about it. Even if you only get so far and you decide that you need some help going forward, it's not a problem at all. Just let us know. All right. So let's just start a brand new project here, and it's going to ask for a project name, and this is just to make it easier to reference in the future. So if you want to call us and say, hey, I need help, or I have a question about this particular project, what do we call it here? Let's say City Square. Okay. Yeah. Okay. If you know the estimated order date, you can enter it there. And let's say we're going to give them a basic package here. We're going to give them Omnicast, and we're going to give them Synergist Access Control and Security Center, of course, and Advantage. Okay, and we'll give this system an idea of what you need. Camera manufacturer. Okay, camera manufacturer, if you know it, you can enter it here. If you don't, that's okay. The storage manufacturer is usually BCD Video if you are purchasing a Stream Vault from us. A Stream Vault, of course, is the name of our servers here, and we do recommend them. Okay, existing integrator, of course it is. Your name would pop up there. And is it for an existing end user? Well, let's just say it's not. And this will prompt you for just the basic information, which I'm going to just enter in here to give us an idea of who it is. Okay. All right. This gives us the overview of the project name. So let us go and create the quote for it. A number of options here as well you can do. You can contact us about this. You can request it if you wanted to attach, say, a project specification to it. You can do it, and it will go through to us as well. Request a demo license for it. Requesting a discount, I mean, please don't do this indiscriminately, but if you're working on a project, you've already spoken to us before, this will take you through a number of steps or a number of questions, and it will ask you, well, have you met with them? Was this level met or that level? So it's a number of questions to go through, but it'll go to the regional sales manager if it's a special case. So let's go and create the quote. Okay, and it's for a new system. Okay. All right, so let's start right away. We're going to do security sent, which is always the base for it. And let's say we're going to do Omnicast Professional. Say that's up to 250 camera connections, maybe Synergist Enterprise. If you know which server you need with this, you can click it. And again, this is one of the common questions we get asked, is to please help and add a server to the package. If you know which one you want, that's fine. You can add it on there. Otherwise, we're pleased to help. So we click continue. Okay. And then again, we just put together the quote, pretty much the same as before. So if going to add Omnicast for the camera connections, and let's say we need, oh, let's just say we need 25 of those, we can add them. Then for access control, which is a Synergist package, select that. Select the, let's see what there is under the software. And again, the external reader connections are used if, say, you are doing a takeover. So you're taking over a system that is managed by another company, or where they have software that it's not Genetec, or a hardware that they didn't purchase from us. You'll need to purchase the reader connections from us. If you need, say, global cardholder management, it's there. All kinds of other items there. This is a common one, the visitor management module. You can add that. Okay. And again, I know it's Canadian dollar pricing. If you're in the US, don't worry, your pricing is different. It's just defaulting to me because I'm in Canada. Okay, let's see if I'll have a little bit more luck entering the hardware this time. Oh, here we go. So if you know which hardware you want, you can either enter it up at the top, you can scroll down to see the available items here. CloudLink, the master controller is always, oh, where is it now? There we go. It's always a basic item. You can add that. Okay. And again, NMR52. Come on. There we go. Whatever you need, add it on there. Okay. I have the idea. My partner in this, Tanvi, apparently had to go quickly, so I'm glancing over quickly. Hopefully everything is clear. If you need to make any changes, of course, here, that's what the red dots are. You can delete the item and re-add if needed. And again, if you get stuck anywhere, or if you just need help, you have to run to a meeting, you couldn't finish this, or if you just want us to look it over, by all means, you click there. Actually, what I'm not adding here is the Stream Vault. So let me just add that here. So we selected in the 2000 series. So let's do, I'll put the drop down. And let's scroll down. Here are the Stream Vaults that are available. If you know which one you want for this particular system, by all means, add it to it. Okay. Let's click over. Now, Advantage, again, this shows you all of the benefits that you would get for Advantage, and it calculates out based on the camera connections and the reader licenses, the total amount of Advantage that you need to add to the system. It defaults to 1 year, but if they tell you, they need to budget for this going ahead, if you want, by all means, you can add up to 5 years. If they have the extra money, they want to plan ahead. If you can get them 2 years, by all means, add the 2 years of Advantage. Okay. And then we have the quote. Okay. And again, the first time you can proceed to the checkout. If you have buyer's rights, you can add a PO to it. Especially if it's for a new system, it's probably a good idea for you to request a review. This will have it sent to your channel sales specialist. They will review it and get back to you. Within this block here, you can if say it's a project and your regional sales manager has assigned a TBPA, a term-based pricing agreement, say it's, I don't know, a project for the University of Paris, and they've said, yes, you get an extra 2 percentage points off or something, and they'll give you a reference number. You can add it here. And that also applies if you're doing an add-on product, if that's been approved. If you, just want us to check it over, if you want us to confirm the StreamVault, the server, you can give us the specifications that we need. So the frames per second, the recording percentage, all of the details needed, and we'll configure a server for you. Or I can just say, please call me about this, and we'll be happy to do that as well. Okay. So that's basically it. I'm looking here at the list. I'm not sure if anybody has any questions at all. I don't think so. I'm going through everyone here. We're a relatively small group today. Usually when I do these, I like to have the system unmuted so anybody can ask out loud, but then we get a lot of background noise, especially these days when everybody's working out of the office. So we tend to mute the background now. So I'm looking here and I see people saying that they can hear me, which is good. I don't see any other questions. Oh, hold it. Does the portal, hold on, this is really tiny. I'm just trying to squeeze here and see if I can see this. Does the portal have the capability of quoting Genetec retail quote? No, it does not. No, it can't. That's an interesting question. And presumably that's so that you can generate a quote and give it to your customer to purchase it. And at this time, no, it will default to printing a quote with your reseller discount. We don't have a way of forcing it to print in 2 different discounts, right? Because that would mean programming into it both your reseller discount plus another discount, and then forcing it to decide one or the other. And at this time, no. What you can do is request from our channel sales team a price list in MSRP and specify if you want MSRP in US dollars or Canadian dollars, and we can get that to you. And then you can use that to put together a quote. You can manipulate Excel a little bit to create a quote that you can give to your customer, but right now our system doesn't have the ability to do that. It's interesting, but no, our system doesn't have the ability to do that. Just scroll down. Will the all-in-one part numbers be available to check out on this site soon? We've been asking for it. I hope so. I don't have a date on it. I know that it's in the works because everybody's been asking us about that. So I hope it's there. At this point, right now, just email channelsales@genetec.com and ask them to do an all-in-one quote for you. I hope that'll be fixed soon. Are we able to process quotes that have been created by channel sales? Retail packet, okay. Is that one question? Are we able to process quotes? No. Process quotes that have been created by channel sales. If you mean send a PO for them, then no, you can send an PO to customer service. Sometimes we can make them appear on the Genetec portal and then you can change them around a little bit. So if there's one that was created for 2 camera connections and you want to make it 3 camera connections, I believe that we can click to make it available on the portal, then you can go in and manipulate it. Retail package, can we do that through the portal? No, the part numbers are not there, unfortunately. we do hope to have it. I know it's been going through a couple of different changes. So right now, no. I'm not referring to MSRP price. I'm referring to the Genetec retail package, such as, sorry, I'm reading this as I go along. Those part numbers, I do not see them appearing there. It looks like it's just the enterprise and professional and standard package, not the retail package, although that's good. And I will add that to the list um, of parts that people want to have added on there. And I think that's it. Anything else? I'm scrolling through there. And I believe that's all. Please also add the Genetec Retail Sense package as well. Okay, I see that one. All right, message received. There's a couple of you who want that. Okay. Okay, I think that is all the questions, unless anyone has anything else. Now, if you think of something, if you are creating a quote here, and you think, well, I wish that was covered in a future version of the of this presentation, by all means, you can email channelsales@genetec.com. You can email it, you put it to my attention Marie, and I will get the notice. I'm not sure who will be doing it next time, someone else maybe, but at least we'll know the information that you do want to see. How about creating QE analytics quote? Is that part in there? That is the, I'm not sure if that part is in there. Hold on just a moment. That would be under Synergist. Is it Synergist? Yeah. No, I don't think that part is in there, but that's interesting. It's a good question. And I'm scrolling through to try to find it. No, I think that's something else that you would need when you put in your request. Ask for that part to be added onto it. It's a good question. Anything else? Okay. Okay, some good questions. Thank you very much. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully next time we won't have the technical difficulties. But yeah, thank you. And keep in touch with us. It's channelsales@genetec.com. And my name is Marie DePasquale. I usually look after Western Canada, Northwest USA, and then Northern Midwest USA. So if you are within that region, chances are I'll be speaking with you or emailing with you sometime. Okay, I'm going to shut this off and thank you so much.